Hello again, good afternoon, and here is business. Now, President Mahama says he will push for the use of part of the annual budget funding amount under the petroleum revenue generated to fund the National Health Insurance Scheme. He said this will ensure the sustainability of the scheme. He disclosed this as part of the NDC manifesto.
When the actuarial studies for the National Health Insurance were conducted, it indicated that based on the funding sources that had been identified, the National Health Insurance would last only a certain number of years. We have long since passed that period that was designated. It said that after that period, the National Health Insurance would collapse. It has not collapsed. It has even gone long beyond the period that was intended. And so, it means that we need to rework the sustainability of the National Health Insurance. And so we're going to look for new sources of funding for the National Health Insurance beyond the VAT. You know, we take 2.5% VAT, then we take workers' contributions, and then we also collect premiums. Those are the main sources of funding currently. And in the next 4 years, my proposal is that a percentage of the annual budget funding amount that comes from petroleum revenues should be assigned to National Health Insurance. This would prolong the life of the scheme, and it's not only just prolonging the life of the scheme, we're also making it more efficient. We're taking out the fraud, we're introducing more computerization, bringing in new claim centers and all that, and so it will make the scheme more efficient going into the future.
All right, so you get more analysis on this option on the marketplace shortly at 1 p.m. Now, Deputy Minister of Finance, Mona Korte, says there was no way the country could have secured a better deal than what it got for the recent Eurobond issue.
Even though interest rates may be going down in the global market, it's not going down on the continent, on the African continent. And that is because we are still predominantly emerging countries. In fact, for Ghana, we are not exactly an emerging country. We are on the outlier. We are just becoming an emerging country. So the pricing of our risk would definitely be different for the pricing of a risk in Europe or in the US of America. So definitely the price that we got, 9.1, is commemorative or commensurate. It's commensurate with the risk that appears to investors. In terms of we still being in a fund program, we getting to the end of a fund program successfully and so forth. So the pricing was right, and it's something that we can afford.
Are we ready for the board meeting?
Well, first of all the performance criteria has been met. The performance criteria that was set by the IMF for us have been met, so that is good. There were some prior conditions that we had to meet in order to finish the third review so that they can go to the board. We are in the process and we are almost done with that. And so we are confident that IMF should be going to their board soon to allow the next tranche to come in.
And that's all in business for now. My name is Emmanuel Abuaji. Up next is sports.